Well, nearly 2 years ago, St. Charles Elementary School and church in Spokane caught fire, and inside was a priest who was unaware the school was in flames. A Spokane police officer then jumped into action to save his life, and now Bishop Thomas Daly says had it not been for that officer in the right place at the right time, things could have been much, much worse.
He said, I slept through everything, and this just pounding on the window, I woke up and he says, it's on fire.
Soon after, then 22-year-old Rio Maribel was charged with first-degree arson, and then in September of last year, he pleaded guilty to the crime. And that brings us to now, when Maribel faced a judge who sentenced him to 5 years in prison. KREM 2's Nathan Hyun visited the church and school today to see how far they've come in their recovery efforts 2 years later. Nathan?
I'm here at St. Charles Catholic Church, where I did have the chance to go inside today, and you wouldn't even notice that anything was ever damaged. I'm told that there is still an issue with the heating system, but the plan is to have it fixed later this year. Most of the building restoration that was damaged by the fire has been completed. This includes new hallways and office spaces. Students returned back to the building last school year, but because of heating failures due to complications from the fire, St. Charles Catholic School students have been studying at Jefferson Elementary School since the fall of 2022.
Most important was in-person instruction for us. And so it was the immediate, we just have to solve the problem.
Heather Schleich, the school's principal, says she's grateful to continue in a temporary building.
After that came, some grief and sadness of being away from our church and our building, but being able to keep our kids in-person learning as soon as possible was the priority.
Heather says that even though it was hard to adapt at first, seeing her students every day made her forget about the church fire.
I mean, it's a wonderful space. It fits our kids, and we've been growing significantly as well. And so being able to keep our school together and all the classes together and not split our families apart to different buildings has been a blessing.
Esteban Soler is a priest at St. Charles who lives on the church and school's campus. Soler was sleeping in his home when the fire broke out. Fortunately, a police officer woke him up before the fire spread. He says he's so grateful for all the community support the past 2 years.
Oh, it feels great. Once you overcome a challenge, you feel stronger, and I think that the community feels that with the grace of God, we continue to grow.
Soler says the cost to fix the heating issues is about $400,000. Most of that cost has been covered, but the church needs a little more to get across the finish line.
Well, with parishioners and school families, but if there is any donor out there that wants to help us to bring the kids back to St. Charles, is greatly appreciated.
So I'm told the plan is to have students back here by the start of next school year. And if you're interested in donating to the church, you can do so online on the church's main website. Live in Spokane, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.